All right, welcome all to Agents. This is Kevin Lauren. I'm the Director of Training and Marketing here, and we are doing our kickoff for 2022 today, webinar 2022. So just wanted to welcome all of the regular agents, and we have a ton of new agents on the line too. I want to welcome Carlos and Catherine and Christine, Molina, a lot of new agents on the line. So it's really, really good to have you guys here. So we're excited for the year. Let me bring on Bill Seitz. Bill, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning, Kevin. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. So Bill is, of course, our CEO of Clearview Mortgage, but he's also our broker for, he's our designated broker for Alta Realty Group now. So good morning, Bill. Happy New Year. How are you this morning, buddy?
I'm doing okay, other than having my back in spasm, which, you know, playing a little tennis with my daughter over the holiday weekend. And, you know, I won, but the 13-year-old gave me a back problem. So that's funny.
That's right. That's part of getting old, right?
Unfortunately, yes. But other than that, we're doing well. I hope everybody had a happy holiday and a great new year. Seems like we're getting ready to get after it, and things are looking pretty good for this this home buying season here coming up. So it should be an exciting time, and hopefully some inventory will open up here.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of exciting stuff going into 2022. And so today we want to go over a couple different things. The first thing that we're going to go over is, and before we bring on Cameron from Clearview Mortgage, we want to go over the various resources that our agents have. We want to make sure we want to start off the year right and show everybody where you can find information. A lot of you know how to get to all the different spots where we provide information for the agents, but we wanted to do a little overview. So what I'm going to do is share my screen with you guys, and we're going to show you, first of all, the Agent Resource Center. So Alta Realty Group, our corporate website is arghome.net. You can also get there by going to altarealtygrp.com. So arghome.net. And so our corporate website has an amazing resource center. So all you have to do is put your cursor right over the agent tab and go down to Agent Resource Center. And so that's going to bring you to this particular page where you can find just about everything under the sun. So the first thing is you are able to order marketing materials through the Agent Marketing Center. So click there, you're able to get every kind of marketing material you could possibly want. So we've got your business cards, for sale signs, open house signs, folders, promotional materials, all that kind of stuff. And so this is a really great spot to come if you need to download a logo. We have the different various formats for logos. And if you need our letterhead, you can also get our letterhead here. So this is a really good spot to start. And you also are able to connect to the .loop system. So of course, .loop is now our digital file management system that we're using. You can also click through here to the agent marketing website. So all agents that are part of program 2 and above, they have access to the agent marketing resources. We also have, this is a brand new one that we just came out with, and Courtney from the marketing team kind of explained it to us. So this is our Canva, and Canva, if you sign up for that, I believe it's only about $9 a month. You have access to all of the different marketing materials that Courtney has provided for us. And there's a ton of these. So, you know, for sale and open houses just listed, all these different great templates. They're all very modern looking. They come equipped with our logos. So really, really neat and new resource for our agents. A lot of the agents are finding this really, really cool. So it's super easy to use. You just click on it, use the template, and you're able to put your own images in there. You can even, you know, manipulate the copy. And so super easy. You can share the template. You can launch marketing from here. If you do have a Canva account through us, you're able to create your own content planner. And so the content planner connects to your social media, and you can basically schedule out all of your posts for the next month, the next 2 months, whatever you want. So the Canva platform is new to us, super neat. We also have our connection to Moo. Moo is a really, really cool platform that allows us to create more stickers, more flyers, business cards, other kinds of things like that. It's a really, really dynamic, high-end looking materials. So that's another thing that's new for us this year. You're also able to connect to Clearview Mortgage, and we'll bring Cameron from Clearview Mortgage on in a sec, and he can explain to you how you can utilize Clearview Mortgage in the best way. ARG logos again, training videos. We also encourage you guys to go just to the YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube, do a search for Alta Realty Group, our channel will pop up. We've got, I think, over 180 training videos on this channel. So we really encourage you guys to use our YouTube channel. Cloud CMA, that's our kind of go-to for creating CMAs. That's an easy one. You guys all have access to that through your MLS. The ARG Blueprint for Success is a great resource. You can click on that, download this, and this will give you a good guide on, especially this time of year when we're thinking about, creating our business plans and so forth. This is a really good step-by-step guide on how to set your real estate business up for success. So I encourage you guys to go through this. We've done multiple webinars about that. You can go into the Alta Realty Group YouTube channel and just do a search for the Blueprint for Success, and you can find that there. So another good resource. And then one of my favorite resources is this tips and resources area. So here, there's a lot of different things that you can download. And these are things like checklists. This is a really important one this time of year, the re-engagement email template letter. So if you haven't engaged in with your clients or your past clients in a while, this is a really good email template that kind of, basically apologizes for not keeping in touch with your clients. So this is a really good one. You can read this, later on, but you can, put in a link to your latest blog post. So of course, every month ARG provides blog post content for you guys, and they're just great reasons to get out there and talk to your clients. So that's another really good resource there. Continuing education, click there. We have access to First Tuesday, Cal Place's education training. If you click on this link or any of these links, it will get you a 30% discount on continuing education. So that's really important. And then human resources. This is a great resource as well. So I want everybody to do this. Go to the human resources tab, download the ARG directory and preferred list. And this will give you all of the different, and actually Courtney, I thought updated this. This will be updated as of today, but this will give you everybody who you need to call within the organization. So if you're confused about something, you can come here, you can find what you're looking for, and you can contact whoever is the right person. So that's another really good resource. Just download it, print it out, have it next to your desk. That's the best thing to do. And we also, in this area, we have access to the ARG E&O policy if you need to download that as well. Sometimes that's necessary. So the Agent Resource Center is very comprehensive. We also have a link to our preferred photography company, which is Preview First. So click there. They are generally throughout Southern California, but they do have affiliates in Northern Cal if you need photography up there as well. Tycor Title, it's our preferred title. You can click there. You can get all the information you need from there. And then our transaction coordinator is wonderful Lauren Nowak. And if you click here, you can go to her website, the TC Advantage, and you can contact her for TC services. So that's the Agent Resource Center, very, very important. So before I go further, I do want to bring Cameron on the line, because the next thing I want to explain is how agents can utilize Clearview Mortgage in the best way. So let me allow Cameron to speak. One sec. All right. Good morning, Cameron. How are you today?
Hey, good, Kevin. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Here's Cameron's information here.
Yep. So, man, what a beginning to the year in mortgage land. That's for sure. So today I just want to talk about a couple things, kind of touching on kind of what Kevin was saying and where we see, rates in the market going in 2022 and what you can do to be prepared and help your clients be successful in all the changes that are most likely going to take place. So basically since the 10-year opened, it's been going up pretty dramatically, as we kind of expected, and as we've been talking about every week, that at some point rates are going to go up. Today mortgage rates are at a 9-month high. The 10-year treasury is at 1.677. Usually when we see a pretty significant rise, it's been coming with a pretty decent drop to kind of correct itself and then slowly kind of keep going up. So hopefully we'll expect that, so we can have some good timing on getting some clients locked in with some good rates. But the average contract rate for conforming loans as of today is 3.375, which is up from 3% from about 2 weeks ago, and up about 0.5% from last year from this time when they sat at more like a 2.875. So rates are obviously still good. Just a little bit, not in the twos necessarily anymore. But the Federal Reserve has said that they plan to do 3 rate increases this year and maybe another 3 in 2023. We'll see if that actually happens. But if it were to take place, it's obviously going to dramatically change the housing market a little bit. Demand for housing is still going to be extremely high and is expected to continue. However, I think that we all know we've had a perfect storm that's caused higher home prices with pent up demand, really low rates, and remote work becoming a normalcy. So if and when rates do go up dramatically to maybe like the 4% range or higher, prices will most definitely begin to come down slightly, which will hopefully open up some inventory too with people wishing to list their house. Basically, also it's gonna be tough for some of the clients that are really tight on their income right now that are looking to buy a home, who may become disqualified because obviously as rates go up, payments do, or perhaps switch their search to a lower cost area or city. That's one of the big things that we'll probably be seeing, I'm sure, here in California, is people may be buying homes in other cities where the price may be a little bit less. So for your clients that are tight with their qualification, now is a good time to get as aggressive as possible while rates are still low, and submit all the offers you can to try and get them something, so that maybe they don't get washed out of the market. Which there's always solutions to help them out there. But if you have some clients that are still on the fence about listing their home, definitely share this information with them. We try to every week on the webinar talk about this and update you on mortgage world, because a lot of it really does affect you guys as well, even though you might not be as entwined in it as we are every day. But share that with them and tell them, if you're looking to get top dollar, now is still a good time. We don't know if prices are going to go down, but if rates go up, it's probably going to happen. But I do think that in the higher price areas, we're still going to see, bidding wars and people that maybe because if rates go up, the stock market's going to come down a little bit. So maybe people are going to be liquidating their stock portfolios or taking cash out of their homes while values are still high to maybe upgrade. So, the housing market's going to be strong. It's going to be good. It's just going to change a little bit. And one of the most important things in a rising rate environment from a realtor standpoint is to stay on top of the mind of your clients that have pre-approvals out that may be outdated. If you've got a pre-approval from 30, 60, 90 days ago, it's definitely a good time to communicate with your lender and figure out, where you're at right now. because with how hard everyone's working on packaging up offers and shopping for your clients, you want to make sure that you have the updated numbers so you don't get your clients into escrow and run into a problem. So when it's increase, which affects their qualification. So many times there are easy solutions to those problems, such as maybe paying off a little debt, or maybe putting a little more money down, or buying down the rate a little bit to drop the payment. So this is why it's super important to have a lender that's creative and knows how to make deals work and is there to help you out and communicate with you. So basically what I'm saying is, if you have any clients that have old pre-approvals, make sure to communicate with them and get updated numbers and have a plan of action. That's the most important thing is when you're working with a client, you have a pre-approval, we should all have a plan when we submit that offer, how we're going to make it happen, not just submit the offer and say, okay, well, it's submitted, let's see what happens. Right when that thing gets submitted, and if it gets offered, it gets accepted, we should have a plan to make sure that we're going to make that happen. So as always, us at Clearview, we're here to help you out with any of your clients' lending needs. Some lenders are really tough to get a hold of when it comes to just updating pre-approvals, because they might have other deals that they're working on that are in escrow, which I think is really dumb. But if your clients are having issues with communication and getting what they need from someone else, feel free to introduce them to our team, and we'll make sure that we get them the best possible service and give them their best shot at getting a home. So that's pretty much what I have for today. And Kevin, if you got anything to add, or Bill?
Yeah, for sure. One thing is, I just want to make sure that everybody understands that Clearview is your in-house lending source. And so you guys, it's literally your resource. So, don't think that, you can't contact Cameron, you can't contact Bill or any of the other Clearview agent, loan officers, because they are here for you. So don't ever hesitate to contact them. They are a resource, so they can get you pre-quals, cross-quals. They can answer questions. So many different times, agents have, finally kind of contacted Cameron and been like, hey, I'm kind of in a spot over here. And Cameron is happy to help them out and, make lemonade out of lemons, right, Cameron?
Exactly. Yeah. One of the things that I always hit every week on these webinars is that our main priority is you guys, because, if you grow, we're going to grow. And we want to help you be successful. So, that's why I say, some other lenders, they might be hard to get a hold of for pre-approval. I see it every single day where they're like, oh, I can't get a hold of them, because a pre-approval for them is just, it's a piece of paper and they're hoping that it gets accepted. But for us, it's your client. So, we want to make sure that we're taking care of them, communicating with them. And, I've talked to clients for 4, 5, 6 months and had a bunch of offers submitted, and we finally got them closed. And some lenders might not stick it out that long, so, but overall, we're here, to support you guys, because it's obviously going to help all of us out. So.
For sure. And Bill, what would you like to add to that, pal?
Yeah, that was really well stated, Cameron. I just think too, we have a lot of experience over here with the real estate contract, how it works, from contingency periods to appraisals to what's going on, and we can help structure the offer. So that's a little difference. You're going to get a little bit more in-depth advice and strategy by speaking with us first, because we understand how to protect your client, and also, push the limit or push the envelope with the contingency periods, because we know what we can do. We know how we can protect your client, and we know how to get make the offer look as pretty as it can be to give you the most highest advantage in the submission of the offer. So I think that's a really important.
Also, Clearview is a wholesale mortgage lender, so you're absolutely able to beat the big banks every time. So keep that in mind.
Yep.
All right, good. Well, hey, thank you very much for that. So don't ever hesitate to contact Clearview. You can literally just go to cvmloans.com or clearviewmortgageca.com, and you can look up all of our loan officers there. So the next thing I want to do is just briefly touch on .loop. And so .loop is our new digital system where we are able to keep track of all of our real estate deals. So this is a new system for all of us, but it is starting to work well if you use the system properly. So Bill, do you want to just touch on that super quickly?
Yeah, I just think, especially for our new agents, we have some agents that have been with us for a while and they're familiar with the system. But for the new agents, I think it's really important. Just take a few minutes. I think we're going to also do a kind of a more designated webinar for this, hopefully next week.
Correct.
It's really important because as our platform and our brokerage, we really want to utilize technology, and technology is a digital platform these days. People are working more and more home. People have, it's you're not storing paper files anymore for the most part, either in the cloud or either on your hard drive. Or, for us as a company, we strive to be paperless, and part of that paperless process is having a digital transaction management system.
Right there, Bill? Yeah, we're having a little trouble with audio with Bill there.
I'll text him and tell him to get back on.
One sec. he got completely kicked off. But anyway, I'll finish Bill's thought. It is important for us, and we are, we do have a new compliance manager who is also our go-to TC, Lauren Nowak, and she is a stickler. But this is really for everybody's benefit. You don't want to have things come back to haunt you. Nobody wants lawsuits. And so if we are able to get these contracts buttoned up super tight and they're not missing things and there's no errors, everybody's going to be better in the long run. So I know that she is a little bit more of a stickler than the past compliance team, but I do believe that it's really important for all of us to do this because, this is not something that we should be treating lightly. Nobody wants lawsuits. And if these contracts are buttoned up super tight, it protects you as well as the brokerage. So Bill, you want anything to add now that we got you back here?
Where did I get cut off? Because
I'm not sure.
I
was able to finish your thought though.
Well, I'll just repeat. I just think it's really important for everyone to take the time just to understand the process of .loop. We work in a digital environment. There is no more paper file storage. There's no more turning in your big manila envelope and having someone within the organization review it in the old school capacity. This is actually the most efficient way. Believe it or not, it really is. And as you get your listings, get your purchase contracts, get those uploaded in a timely fashion. Because what happens is when you don't upload your file and you wait until closing day, it puts an enormous amount of pressure on the organization to function properly. And it's not an efficient use of time.
And we lost him again, but he's right. So we do, and the way that the system works, and we'll go over this one more time next week, is when you upload your files and they're all looking good, you do have to click the submit for review button right here once the files are up. So again, we're going to go over that in more detail next week, but once those have been submitted, we want to quote 48-hour turnaround time. So I know that's not the best for everybody, but and normally we do get to that the same day, but as long as we are setting the expectation correctly, I think that's going to help everybody out. So we won't go into too much more detail on .loop, but that is very important for our organization going forward. Bill, we got you back, buddy.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening with this with the reception today. But yeah, I'm sure you covered it. But we'll go into more detail on it and how to be successful in our system. I think that's really the most important thing is how to be successful. And it's just learning our system and being mindful of it. And if we can all do that, we'll all thrive, and this will be super simple.
Yeah. All right, cool. So next part of our presentation, I want to go into the the 2022 Realtor Marketing Checklist. So this is just going to be a good overview for some of you. For some of you, it should be a brand new thing and you're like, oh goodness, I have to get all these things done. So the first thing that I believe that every realtor in 2022 will need is a website. Your website is your storefront for your business. So, this is where people can find out information about you. Plus, if you do your website correctly, your website becomes a resource for your clients, and you're able to direct your clients to the various resources within your website. So, if you're part of our program 2 and you have our agent marketing websites, super easy to customize them, create tons of content, as much as you want or as little as you want, and you're able to create that website. And so you have a great storefront and resource for your clients. So certainly, if you're part of program 2 and 3 and 4, you want to give me a call, you want to schedule an appointment with me, and we want to go through the various bits of content that you can create on your website. So one of the things that our websites allow us to do is create a blog. So they all come with a very nice blog feature, and your blog can, give you a reason to contact people. So when you have a nice blog, and every month we do provide blog post content for you guys, you can put out that blog and even put it out in a monthly newsletter, and you can tell people, hey, did you read my blog? Did you read my content, right? So it's a very, very easy thing to do, and it gives you a reason to connect with past clients, current clients, prospects, even people in your sphere of influence. So the other thing that our agent marketing system allows us to do is create email marketing campaigns. So one thing that we always want to be doing constantly is getting different touches to our clients, prospects, people in our sphere of influence. So a touch is a phone call, a text message, a social media, post, or some kind of a connection there, maybe even an instant message, or a email marketing, or an email that goes out to that person. So those are the various touches. So an email marketing campaign allows us to put one of those touches on autopilot. So we don't have to think about it. It's just set it and forget it kind of a thing. So the more touches that we can automate, the better off we'll be. So creating a nice little monthly email campaign is super easy. I really encourage, if you're not doing that and you didn't do that in 2021, definitely make that part of your marketing strategy in 2022. You've got to do it. So next thing is employ virtual staging. That's the huge thing in 22, I think, is doing virtual staging. There's a couple different companies. I'll include, of course, this in the replay. You can click on the link and you can go to different virtual staging companies that allow you to do that. And so why do we do that? Because we know that a ton of people are doing searches for homes online, and they're probably, and before they ever get into the house, it's really a nice idea to, have the house staged nicely and, show off that listing in its very best light. We've all had listings where, it's almost like a hoarder lives there. And there's clutter everywhere. And, that's really almost impossible to take photos and to, really, sell what the home could be, right? So virtual staging, and even staging, of course, allows the person that's walking through to kind of imagine what could be, right? And a lot of times, our clients maybe don't have the best taste, or they, things are just, a little bit outdated, stuff like that. Definitely harder to see the potential in a listing. So that's a good call. Partner with local businesses. I talk about this all the time. Create your business network. Make sure that you have go-to contractors, painters, all the different various ancillary businesses that are important to real estate. You want to have your go-to people, and you want to make sure that you're communicating with that business group at least on a monthly basis, those people should be in your monthly newsletter. They should be getting that monthly blog content. You should be, telling them to promote those blog pieces to their clients because they're very helpful. So definitely partner with local businesses. Another good thing is, partnering with local coffee shops and doing little client appreciation, things. Or come on down to the local Pete's Coffee and, have a coffee on me. And, of course, when they get there, you say hello. You can even give them a little, piece of collateral. So partnering with local businesses is a great strategy for 2022. Run a paid Instagram promotion. Absolutely. So paid Instagram promotions are great. Make sure that it is a beautiful picture. Instagram's all about imagery, all about pictures. And the cool thing is, of course, you can target different areas with your Instagram ads, and you can use hashtags and stuff like that to get your post out into different avenues. So don't hesitate to ask me about doing Instagram promotions, Facebook promotions, and any other social media sites. I know there's a lot of new social media sites coming out, so they'll be important as well. Number 8, use drone photography. Everybody loves drone photography. It's you in contact Preview First. Paolo, he'll set you up with drone photography and all kinds of really, really high-end stuff if you need it. So drone photography. And I like to say that even if it's a $500,000 listing, you want to treat it like it's $1 million listing or more. And so that will help you get additional listings, because somebody sees that and you say, oh, wow, they put all that effort into, even a, slightly lower price point, right? So having that really good imagery, drone photography, as well as really high-end photography throughout. And the cool thing about Preview First is they do understand the use of Photoshop. And so you can go to their website and they'll show you examples of good photography on the inside and bad photography. And so, of course, with Photoshop, they can make sure that they are, showing really nice, pictures from the inside, but you can see the outside. And so there's a real big difference between us just taking a couple pictures with our iPhones and having actual, professional photography. Then, of course, we get to use that in our, our other marketing throughout the year. And so that's how we get new listings and better listings. Create a Zillow profile. Everybody should do that. Zillow's the devil, but might as well be on there and take advantage of, at least a small portion of the 188 million monthly views. So not a big fan of Zillow, but we kind of, you at least have to create your free account and be there. That's about all you can do. 10, ask for referrals. If you're not doing that, you're blowing it. So 39% of sellers use an agent that they found through a referral. So be part of that giant chunk and always ask for referrals in your marketing, even in your signature line. It should just be part of your, you should be a robot when it comes to that. You're always asking for referrals. If you don't ask, it's harder to get them. You might get a few referrals, especially if you're a rock star, but you got to ask. So please don't hesitate to ask. Make your own videos. Okay, absolutely. We've got a few agents that absolutely crush it with videos. And we have one agent in particular that I'd like to share with you. Her name is Marissa Ambrise. And let me show you some of her stuff. So Marissa is up in the Northern California area. And first of all, she does a lot on Instagram. Look at her, she's a rock star. Some of it is just her hanging out. Some of it is homes. And I like to kind of, the 5-to-1 aspect ratio is probably a good one to go with. For every 5 just fun posts, you have 1 salesy post. And I think she's even doing better than that. But the really cool thing that she does is she does videos. She has a whole YouTube channel of tons of videos, and she'll explain different things. I really encourage you guys to go to her channel. So just do a search for Marissa Ambris and go to her channel and look at all the videos that this gal does. Right? Anyway, so make your own videos. They are perfect for social media. They're perfect to put out there. They give somebody a glimpse of your personality before they ever meet you. So, if you watch any of Marissa's videos and you're on her channel, you're going, oh, this is a personable gal, and she's fun. She's got, a really good vibe to her, right? And so that lends itself to, absolutely great referrals, right? So let me get back to our little checklist here. And I do encourage everybody to visit her channel because she's so cool, and subscribe to her. You want to be like her. So the last little thing is co-host a webinar. You guys see how I do my webinars. Let me share my screen again here. Sorry. All right. So co-host a webinar. Not a bad idea at all to co-host a webinar, and use Zoom. Zoom is easy to use, and you could have some kind of a topic that you specialize in. Maybe you're specialized in fashion or whatever your expertise is. You could co-host a little webinar, and of course, kind of tag it with your business, and make sure that you're just telling people about your business. You don't really have to cram it down their throats, but co-hosting a webinar is another great idea for going into 2022. So these are hopefully just a couple of ideas that you guys can take with you. I also will provide for you guys the January 2022 checklist of activities. So yesterday I put out our new blog content for January. And so this gives you a good little breakdown of exactly what to do with that content. So you get the content, you post it to your website and or your monthly newsletters. You can create a blog post. You want to make sure that you have everybody in your database. You want to fill in new people that you met and new clients and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you update your database. Then you want to send that out to everybody you know. Then you want to do a little 1-minute video that kind of describes what that blog post is about, kind of teases it. And then you want to have a link to that so you can post that out to social media. And then you want to follow up with individual phone calls, texts, emails. Hey, making sure that you got this. You don't have to hit every single person on your list, but you want to go out and make sure that you are letting people know that you're doing business, you have great information for them, and you want to send them to your website because that is your hub for information. So I hope this kind of spurs you guys to get excited about the year and to maybe employ a new technique that you haven't done. And if you are doing this, maybe double down and maybe get more people to follow your stuff and to follow your blog posts and all of those different things. So Bill, any big takeaways for you from today's webinar?
That my reception's not very good. No, but I'm looking at the new blog post that went out yesterday. It's excellent. So this is a no-brainer. I mean, if you've got your clients and your sphere of influence into an Excel spreadsheet or into your CRM, this has to go out. This is too easy not to. It says a return to normal ? The state of real estate in 2022. I've just scanned through it just now, listening, and it's excellent. And what better way to the headline's good. People will read it. Your name's attached to it. You're showing that you're an expert. You're in the field of real estate. Let's start off by doing this and putting this out there with your name attached to the email or the blog. I think that's an excellent start. It's not too much to bite off if you don't do this type of thing. And if you're slow right now, this is the time to do this stuff. I mean, if you don't have 3 escrows and you don't have multiple clients, don't sit at home waiting for the phone to ring. You got to be proactive, and you got to start, working on nurturing your business and keeping it moving forward.
For sure. So, this on our website, you go to About and down to News and Insider Tips. And that brings you here to this is where we house all of our blogs, all of our content that we send to you guys. So we always email it to you, but you can always reach it by going here. This is the one that was just posted yesterday. And you can click on it and literally copy everything directly from here. Highlight that, copy, paste it into your blog. So this is all here for you guys. And as Bill said, this is all of these articles read very well. They're complete with sources, and they are powerful to be able to send to your clients. The agents that are doing this are getting good reception from their clients and saying, hey, thanks for sending me these great articles. So please try it. So anyway, guys, I really appreciate you being on our webinar today. And I'm looking forward to this year. This is going to be a fantastic year for all of us. So if you need any marketing help or anything from me, you can always contact me directly, and I'm here to help. So agents, get out there, make it a great week and a productive week, and make it a fantastic year. It's going to be a good one. See you guys next week on the webinar.